My name's Kacper. I used to work here. I'm 17 years old. I ride a scooter primarily, but I ride a bit of like skateboards and bikes. I take my scooter because I've been riding it since I can remember really. So this is my scooter. Ethic Dildegas bars. Ethic Pandemonium deck. It weighs about 5 kilograms. It's quite light. When you ride a long time, you kind of learn to like trust certain companies and know which companies you should actually buy parts from that are like quality products. And I've had this scooter for I don't know, a year. Like certain things break, but everything on a scooter is completely compatible with everything else. So if you'd want red wheels, bang, red wheels. That's all you gotta do. And yeah, it costs about £600 altogether. The way I found my way into skating and scootering and just the whole skate park scene in general is when on my 7th birthday I got a football and a skateboard, and I don't think I've ever kicked that football once. I think I've still got it. That skateboard was probably the best present I've ever got in my life because it got me here and everything that I'm doing to this day. The main reason I keep riding is because I've made loads of friends here, and that's just kind of my go-to place to go socialize. So if I want to go see a couple of friends, I'll be like, oh yeah, just grab your scooter, we'll go ride. And it's just when you ride and you've just been going at it for the whole day, it's just you're locked away in your own little space, and it just, you forget about everything. So you forget about your problems, you forget about just everything. It's amazing. One of my favourite scooter memories is when the MGP team came to the skate park, and they had a whole day here, and the whole team came down. So all the sponsored riders came. I got to meet all of them. It was just such a good time. And honestly, I wasn't really good back then, but I think that really pushed me to get good because I wanted to be exactly like them. And it was just such a rush to just be like those guys. They were so cool, and they still are. When people actually care. See, in scooter riding there's two styles. There's park riding and then there's street riding. Street riding is when you've got a big wide deck and it's good for rails, stair sets, jumping down. And then park riding, it's all about having the lightest scooter so you can just do the most tricks you can. So most of the people in the skate park right now will have a park scooter, so just titanium and steel and just trying to have the lightest scooter possible that's the strongest. The furthest skate park I've ever been to is Ave Park. It's in Poland. It's in Warsaw, so it's basically the center of the country. It's a really good park. It's really clean, really aesthetic, and it was a really good time going there. I was there for two or three whole days. It was really good. Right, so when it comes to injuries on my scooter, honestly, I've kind of stopped counting, but I've had a couple of main ones. So I've cut my knee open. I had muscle damage, nerve damage. I've cut my Achilles tendon. I completely severed it. I had to get it reattached, nerve damage, of course, again. I gave myself a concussion once, and I asked the people that were helping me if I knocked my teeth out about 40 times. So that really messed up my head a bit. There's loads, honestly, there's loads. So scootering as a whole isn't a sport yet because people don't really class it as a sport for whatever reason. So BMX and skating are sports, they're in the X Games, but scooters, they're not in the X Games yet, but in my opinion they will be soon because of how quick it's growing and the following that it has. When I had a job here, it just I used to teach people, and it was honestly the best feeling to teaching someone and then watching them land that trick that they wanted to do. And honestly, it was just what kept me going. It was just the rush of just seeing people progress. When it comes to my best trick, it's kind of hard to put like a pinpoint, like what my best trick is, because when you ride, you're always progressing. So one day you might have done something that's like your best trick and you're like hyped about it, but then give it like 3 weeks and then you've already added another trick to that. So honestly, you keep just progressing, like you get better and better. Plug time. My Instagram, if you want to follow it. It's Kacper with an underscore in between.